Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. Will not have. There is no way that they're going to get. They still want it, and they made that clear the other night. Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. Oh, I don't know. I don't care if they come back or not. If they don't come back, I'm fine. Their military is gone. Their missiles are largely depleted. The manufacturing capability for missiles and drones is largely defeated. Their promise was that they were going to open the Hormuz Strait. They didn't do it. They lied.
United States prepares naval blockade on Iran to limit oil exports and influence as President Donald Trump signals coordinated pressure and operations in the Strait of Hormuz amid a fragile ceasefire. U.S. President Donald Trump criticizes Pope Leo, saying he is not doing a good job, accusing him of aligning with the radical left and calling him weak on crime and foreign policy. U.S. President Donald Trump says talks make progress but fail on nuclear issue, accusing Iran over Strait of Hormuz and announcing blockade measures while questioning NATO's role and U.S. alliance commitments. Pakistan steps up diplomatic push as Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar engages Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan and Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdelayati, urging ceasefire compliance and sustaining momentum from Islamabad talks. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian says agreement with U.S. possible if policies change and Iranian rights are respected, as he highlights progress in talks and commends Parliamentary Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf and negotiators. Iran says progress made in Islamabad talks but no deal due to disputes on the Strait of Hormuz, nuclear issue, sanctions and war reparations, as Iran Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ismail Baghai says U.S. demands block agreement despite diplomacy. Iranian delegation departs Islamabad after 21-hour talks with Parliamentary Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, saying U.S. fails to build trust despite proposals, while thanking Pakistan's leadership as Russian President Vladimir Putin offers mediation. U.S. President Donald Trump commends Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Field Marshal Asim Munir for leadership during Islamabad talks, while repeating claim he helped avert India-Pakistan conflict as negotiations with Iran end without agreement. Global markets face prolonged uncertainty as US dollar rises after failed talks with Iran, while Strait of Hormuz tensions push oil prices higher and increase inflation risks worldwide. Tensions rise in the Strait of Hormuz as United States and Iran face off, with Gulf Cooperation Council states showing reluctance on joint naval plans and urging restraint amid concerns over shipping disruption. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps claims dominance over Strait of Hormuz, warning of immediate retaliation against military moves, heightening tensions around vital global shipping and energy corridor. Senior Iranian commanders dismiss U.S. blockade threats in the Strait of Hormuz, with Navy Commander Shahram Irani calling it ineffective. Quds Force Chief Ismail Qani warning U.S. and Israel will be pushed out of the region. Iran's ambassador to Pakistan, Reza Amiri Moghadam, says talks held with seriousness and dignity, praising Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Field Marshal Asim Munir for enabling dialogue in secure settings. Iran's parliamentary speaker Mohammad Baghir Ghalibaf says progress was made in Islamabad talks but warns United States must earn Iran's trust, rejecting Donald Trump's threats and warning of serious consequences if tested again. Iranian embassies respond to U.S. President Donald Trump with satire over Strait of Hormuz threat, highlighting tensions as Tehran uses messaging campaign to challenge U.S. stance on the vital trade route. Head of Iran's National Security Commission, Ibrahim Azizi, says Tehran questions U.S. credibility on global commitments, calling for guarantees before engagement as tensions persist between Iran and the United States. Public support for United States for Iran war declined sharply to 36% as majority oppose conflict amid rising inflation and falling confidence in President Donald Trump's handling of the crisis. Civilians in Lebanon face mounting desperation as strikes continue, leaving more than 1 million displaced. Lebanese Parliament Speaker Nabi Berri says talks cannot happen under fire, leaving no clear path to de-escalation. Hungarian opposition leader Peter Magyar wins national election, defeating Prime Minister Viktor Orban and ending 16-year rule in results set to reshape Hungary's stance on Ukraine war and relations with the European Union. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney signals shift away from U.S. defense reliance, prioritizing domestic industry and new global partnerships as Canada moves to strengthen independent military production. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says Canberra has not been asked to assist in any Strait of Hormuz blockade, noting U.S. move announced without consultation amid growing regional tensions. Flash floods hit Saudi Arabia after heavy rains, submerging vehicles and flooding streets in Riyadh as authorities shift schools online and warn downpours likely to continue through the weekend. Pakistan Met Department says Karachi to see hot and dry conditions with temperatures between 36 and 38 degrees Celsius, light to moderate winds and no rainfall expected. Pakistan and China celebrate 75 years of diplomatic relations at Beijing Gala, with Ambassador Khalil Hashmi stressing cultural exchange and people-to-people links as key pillars of partnership. And Islamabad United assistant coach Jacob Oram says Shadab Khan misses match due to muscle strain, with team avoiding risk, admitting side falls short with the bat and must improve after defeat.